Welcome to Part and Penetration.
Oh, I guess I'm Jay today.
Yeah, you're Jay and I'm T. Where is Jay?
I guess I just gotta wait for the episode of Locked Up Abroad.
Oh, yeah. I did get that message.
Oh well.
We'll put something on your commissary, your JPay. We got you.
Something like that. Well, anyway, the FBI is investigating 3.7 million cyber scam of Scott County schools. GoDaddy is taking down 15,000 subdomains used for online scams. Wow. Teen sues Apple for $1 billion for Apple's store's facial recognition. And hacker finds he can remotely kill car engines after breaking into GPS tracking apps.
And I got peer-to-peer weaknesses expose millions of Internet of Things devices. A hotspot founder in Android exposed over 2 million Wi-Fi network passwords. And exposed database ended up revealing over 80 million records for U.S. households.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait. So, for the FBI investigating a 3.7 million cybercrime of Scott County schools, school district received notification from a vendor that they did not receive payment of a recent invoice. Upon further investigation, they determined a fraudulent email led to the creation of an automated payment account within minutes of receiving this information. Officials said that there had been no compromise either to the financial data system or the student data management system. The issue is specifically narrowed down to the specific vendor payment process. As a precaution, district finance and accounting teams changed all the district online passwords.
Okay.
Superintendent stated, "We are thankful that the Scott County Board of Education had the leadership and vision to add cyber fraud policy to our insurance portfolio. Good that they have insurance for third-party vendor management, but third-party vendor management needs to tighten up." So yeah, they got pretty lucky. That 3.7 mil, it's whatever. They're getting it back.
Yeah, I guess they were insured, so it came back. But it sounded like they were hit with phishing attack.
I'm just trying to figure out. I wish the article said which vendor it was or what that process is to get paid, because that's where the issue was.
Okay.
But yeah, they didn't mention it.
Yeah, maybe even the vendor was the one who really got hacked, and then they're just spoofing the emails off of that.
That's possible.
So in this world we live in now, everything we use is now connected to the internet, whether it be their Ring doorbell, your webcam, digital recorders. All those are, those IoT or Internet of Things devices. Well, there's a recent weakness in peer-to-peer that exposes millions of records. So it was IoT devices bundled with a software called iLink P2P, which is a software company. They're the ones who are specifically affected by this vulnerability. What happens is the link P2P allows users to quickly and easily access their firewall and their devices from anywhere in the world. It's kind of a plug and play option, kind of just punches holes in the firewall. They don't really need any configuration. The thing about this vulnerability is that it offers basically no authentication or encryption. So there are chances that users could establish a connection and from there start harvesting credentials. It was thought that 2 million devices have been affected. Once they're able to get in, they can steal credentials. The thing about this is that's really concerning is there's several things that's going on here. One, many of these P2P devices were shipped with the factory settings, that probably admin or password 123, and users haven't changed it.
Oh, okay.
They reached out to contact China's computer emergency readiness team. They even tried to contact the iLink company as well and several other vendors, but no one's responded. If you try and go on the iLink website, it actually redirects to a gaming website, which shows that they've been compromised in that way. It's going to be hard to actually remediate for this because software patches may not be installed by users. We get stuff, we plug it in, and we forget about it. And then they can't actually do a recall because that would be logistically almost impossible because there's 2 million devices out there that's equipped with this software.
So that means we can hack into people's Ring?
Probably if Ring is paired with this.
Or if someone got like a Chinese knockoff of Ring, then you could really mess with them.
Could be.
Oh man, imagine you hack into that and you provide a different video feed, so when they check it, it's like a horror movie.
It's just like the Purge.
Yeah, something like that. Oh man,
that would be messed up. We're not encouraging that at all.
Or if they try to log in, it redirects them to our scam site, and we can sell them tummy tea.
like all the Instagram models.
We booming.
Well, there's one thing we will have a link for is the link of all the affected devices in the video. You can just click on one of those and it'll take you there in case you have one of those knockoff Ring bells.
Anyway, so GoDaddy takes down 15,000 subdomains used for online scams. Web hosting provider and domain registrar GoDaddy has taken down 15,000 subdomains that were being used as part of a spam operation that lured users on web pages to sell fake products.
So, like all those hair weave products that probably be popping up trying to follow me on Instagram?
Pretty much like, for the most part, it was, what was it called? It was pretty much brain supplements, CBD oil, weight loss pills, and other dietary products.
Oh, all the things those Instagram models be selling.
And those bogus pages. So users would typically receive a spam email promoting a product. And if they clicked on the links in these emails, they land on one of these subdomains hosted on legitimate sites without the site's legitimate owner's knowledge.
Okay.
According to GoDaddy's own investigation, the company believes the scammer group used either phishing or credential stuffing attacks to gain access to customers' accounts over the past few years. Once they gain access to GoDaddy accounts, operators of this scam would create a subdomain for the customer's legitimate sites, which they later use to host one of the shady product promo pages and lure users with email spam campaigns. This has been an investigation for 2 years.
Wow.
So yeah. So all those spam emails that I usually just ignore, I guess people are clicking on it to get brain supplements, CBD oil, and weight loss pills.
Hey, that was a heck of a deal.
Honestly, all those things are sold in person.
Yeah, they are.
But then again, everyone's not in major cities, so I guess it's a little different. Still, there's no way where you get me to click on something that Hotmail tells me is spam.
that is definitely true. Hey, do you use any any hotspot finder apps on your phone or anything like that?
No, my phone tells me what hotspots are available.
Okay, so you're not that lazy to actually need to. Well, there was a app called Wi-Fi Finder, which is an Android app. It ended up finding out that it exposed millions of Wi-Fi passwords. It was stored on an unsecure database. What happens is, what's interesting actually about the app is that it allows people, I can go in here, set up, this is my Wi-Fi, this is my username and password used for it. And now people who are around me who see that I have this, that, I'm connected to this Wi-Fi, could automatically connect without needing to hey, Justin, can I get your credentials? I'll just go in this app and get it. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they had an app like that, but it seemed way too dangerous. They were storing the network name, the geolocation, the BSID, and the password in plain text. They reached out to the developer. The developer didn't respond, so they had to reach out to the person hosting the actual server, which was a Chinese company called DigitalOcean. Okay. And they went ahead and they took the database down. But what's crazy about it is for you to actually sign up and set up things in here, it doesn't require the user to obtain permission from the network owner. So now you have a chance of unauthorized access.
Dang. So I know I've only heard of something similar to that because I remember my teacher in high school mentioning that he uses something like that.
Right.
And he was bragging about it, how he doesn't have to ask people when he goes someplace, anybody who works at a shop, right, what the credentials are, because his app does it for him. And I was like, it doesn't sound right, but no. Okay.
But yeah, he just probably helped contribute to this if he was using Wi-Fi Finder.
Yeah, I hope he got hit. Actually, no, I don't. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he was okay. But anyway, teen sues Apple for $1 billion over Apple's facial recognition. Apple Store's facial recognition.
Wow.
An 18-year-old high school student loses his learner's permit, which has his name, address, date of birth, sex, height, and eye color, but did not have his photo on it. Pause. How are you 18 with a learner's permit?
I know people who still don't know how to drive, and they still technically don't know how to drive, and they're 27.
Anyway, they must live in a major city or something.
Yeah, they live here in Tampa.
Anyway, this is a temp permit, and the mail until they mail the official learner's permit.
Okay. He
got summons to appear in a Boston municipal court. He had been accused of larceny over $1,200 for allegedly ripping off multiple Apple pencils, each of which $99, from an Apple store in Boston. He had also been charged with similar crimes in multiple jurisdictions, including Delaware, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, all of allegedly ripping off Apple stores. He must look like the most generic person in the world. He is suing Apple's reliance on facial recognition software to identify suspects, but failed to use anything else to verify the true suspect's identity. The New York detectives who viewed surveillance footage from the Manhattan store concluded that the alleged thief looked nothing like the teen. The suspect's height didn't match.
Oh, wow.
Also, the Temps learner permit is not a valid form of ID, which is why the teen is suing Apple. Apple failed to use proper authentication in this situation.
Wow, I actually remember reading this online, but it wasn't as detailed as to, what was included on the learner's permit. I thought he just dropped it at first, and I'm like, hey, they probably just scanned it from there. But after knowing that they didn't have any pictures on there, Apple has to do better. Like, you could have just used your cameras or whatever to digitally recognize the actual person.
For real. Like, he doesn't even, like, the fact that, the New York detectives had time to look at it and just say, like, yeah, that's not him.
Yeah.
Like, come on. If they're able to do it, like, why are you relying on some software that can't figure that out?
Correct.
You might have to eat that $1 billion.
Well, he's going to get paid, but, lower fees may eat into it a little bit.
Yeah, true.
So researchers recently found that there was a database that exposed over 80 million household records for the United States. What was weird about it is no one knows who the database actually belonged to. All they know is that it contained address information and demographic details such as name, age, gender, income level, even marital status. While researchers were not able to identify who owned it, they went out and they found out that it was a Microsoft server.
Okay.
They were using a cloud service for Microsoft, so they actually reached out to Microsoft.
Azure?
Didn't say, but I feel like it was Azure, but
okay.
They didn't really say. But Microsoft went ahead and contacted the database owner to secure the database. There's no indication that cyber criminals actually accessed it. No social security numbers or payment information were found on there. So,
that's too bad.
Isn't,
but still,
it's not,
a lot.
but
Still a lot.
But with the name, age, gender, and all that, you can still piece together some stuff to do PII.
We can do some cyber social engineering with that.
Yeah,
easily.
Especially, I know your marital status and your income level.
They have social security on there?
No social and no payment information.
And yeah, you can do some damage still.
Yeah.
But anyway, hackers finds he can remotely kill car engines after breaking into GPS tracking apps.
That sounds dangerous.
Sounds fun. A hacker broke into thousands of accounts belonging to users of 2 GPS tracker apps, giving him the ability to monitor the locations of tens of thousands of vehicles and even turn off the engines for some of them while they were in motion.
Wow.
The hacker told Motherboard he hacked into more than 7,000 iTrack accounts and more than 20,000 ProTrack accounts, 2 apps that companies use to monitor and manage fleets of vehicles through GPS tracking devices. The hacker was able to track vehicles in a handful of countries around the world, including South Africa, Morocco, India, and the Philippines. Some of the cars, the software has the capability of remotely turning off the engines of vehicles that are stopped or traveling at 12 miles per hour or slower, according to the manufacturer of certain GPS tracking devices. By reverse engineering the 2 Android apps, he realized that all the customers given the default password of 123456 when they signed up. From there, he was about to brute force millions of users' names via the app's API. Motherboard confirmed with users who were affected that the information the hacker was able to obtain was accurate. ProTrack denied the data breach via email, but confirmed it's prompting users to change its passwords. iTrack did not respond to email requests for comment.
They knew what they did.
Yeah, man.
Like, you can't just send out generic passwords, the same one to everyone over and over. They probably didn't even have any
This is a little more serious than IoT devices.
Yeah.
Like, guys, someone could die.
Exactly. I am happy that, I thought they were going just full speed and he could just cut it off like 12 miles an hour, a little bit more safer, a little bit more cushion for impact, but that's still crazy.
That sounds super fun to mess with someone in a car. Like, if he could remote control the car all the way and not just shut the engine off, then that'd be kind of fun. But it's still dangerous from a non-comical point of view.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Seeing someone going like 80 on a highway and just stop, because like I always think like movie mode, like the car flips.
Yeah, I mean, no, not at all.
But anyway, do you have any church announcements?
I do not. Besides Free J.
Yeah, Free J. Just so you know, I'm not going to put any money on your books.
That's crazy.
Anyway, this has been Partner Penetration. I'm Jay.
I'm T.
Peace out.